Yvonne, how are you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? We'll give it a couple minutes. Let YouTube do its little notification thing that it's supposed to do, but hardly ever does. Kind of like when you ask your significant other to do something around the house. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Yvonne, good to hear. Oh, Michael, how's it going? +1. Sounds like I'm taking a dinner reservation. Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes. Blonde, how's it going? Princess Mel, how are you? Warren, what's up? Weatherman says it's 97 degrees. He should be fired, and someone who will report a better number. My car says 102 right now. At one point, my car said 106. Wyatt, what's going on? How you been? Yeah, there hasn't been getting a lot of the moolah today. DoorDash, DoorDash wants me to talk nicely about it. They need to start sending me better offers. Yeah, it's a little warm here, but I'm used to it. It's not anywhere near as bad as like Nebraska. You get some humidity, then it's bad. You know you're at the top of the list when you supersede Hulu or Netflix. I appreciate that. Michael, what's up? Heat? Yeah, 100. My car says 102 right now. No humidity though. It's a dry heat. Jason's gonna be late to the party. No worries. He was late to his own birth, and he'll probably be late to his own funeral. Um, he would expect nothing less from me. Stop being in my mind again. I have that effect on people. Connie, how are you doing? Kansas City finally got a second cool down. We were about 83 high today. Ooh, that's nice. They know humidity. So 83 is definitely a break. You're lost, brother. You sure you're in the right? I'm in a state of I'm in the state of idgaf. I think a lot of us are though. I had a buddy, him and his wife both late to their wedding. At least they were both late. Did you have Pizza Hut for dinner, Charlie? LOL. No, but I kind of I know that if I put in an order at Pizza Hut and they told me that it would be ready at 5:15, I could stroll in at 5:30 and they'd be cutting my pizza. That store just moves slow in general. I don't think I've ever walked in there and had an order actually, maybe once. Old manager. Probably explains things. Old manager. Very hot in Maine. I gotta get out to Maine. I'm planning to be somewhere on the East Coast, in the Northeast part of the country, um, next July. I haven't decided exactly where, though. Everybody's AR, I think I'm back down to 58 or 59. Let me look. Oh, it says it's busy. Probably is. It was busy with really crappy orders today. Acceptance rate is currently 59%. Because they thought it would be cute of them to send me a $3.75, 1.2 mile, 2 item shopping order. And I said no. So then they sent me a $7, 1.8 mile, 1 item shopping order. I took that one. Somebody wanted a bottle of vodka. Then they sent me a 14.98, 2 mile, 35 item. I said no. It was a lot of produce. Then a 350, 1.7 mile order. I said no on. Then they sent me that $14.98 order again as a $22.48 stack. This time going a total of 6.2 miles. Somehow $7 a mile is not high paying, but less than $4 is. I don't make the rules. Here, 14.98, not high paying. It's not, or not silver. Um, Same order plus one. All of a sudden, it's a silver high paying offer and priority. I don't make the rules. I wish I did. Blondes is 28. Michael's is 18. Yvonne is 20. Michael's 16. Michael's is 44 on Spark, which is better than mine. I figured out my Spark. They send you shopping orders at the top of the hour, and at the mid-hour mark, they send you the pickup orders. So I try not to be online at the top of the hour because I just don't want to do any shopping orders here at this location. Jason, what's going on? He's definitely going to be late to his own funeral. Um, Maine's beautiful. Mount. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Um, Appalachian Trail begins. Nice. That would be. I wanted to do the whole Appalachian Trail thing. That would be cool. And I'm outdoorsy enough to do it. Dante, outdoor dashing. Hopefully, you're making some good money today. 16 on Spark. That's probably more like my number. Oh, some people. People. I've been asked a lot on yesterday's video why you wouldn't simply unassign the order. I don't understand. Why even message support in the first place? Half pay. I've gotten half pay on orders like that before. Yeah, I'm gonna get it unassigned, but if I'm gonna have to wait, if I'm gonna have to sit there in my car for 10 minutes waiting for the timer so I can worry free unassigned, I might as well contact support and see if I can't get half pay because that was out of my control. Right? Or you just sit there for 10 minutes and then unassign the order. You might as well give it a shot. I've been on I've had I've had that happen where I've gotten half pay and the order unassigned all in like 3 minutes. So instead of waiting 10 minutes, I only had to wait 5 to get unassigned. Plus, I got half pay, so might as well try. Show six pack. My God. All right. There you go. There's a six pack of root beer. Hope you're happy. Aziz, how are you doing? Warren, you down to 93%. You declined more than usual last weekend. You do keep a high AR, but you are in a good market, and you've shown me the orders. You get solid orders. You and Ryan are both in good markets like that. Charlie, how are the stickers coming along? Um, I've got a couple people already calling me a mad scientist. Stickers are coming along splendidly. Does anybody even still use that word, splendidly? Um, some of them, let's see. My phone is just in crazy, crazy mess. I showed you guys the Portland bumper sticker last week. What have I done since then? Um, Crap, you guys will see it backwards, but get lost. Designed that one this week or this last week. Slightly different one. Take a hike. I have come up with a name and a logo, and I will announce that soon. Great Scott sticker. Mountains are my happy place. Did that actually? I did that one last night. Um, I got a lot. I have a lot more. 11% on Uber Eats. I can't give you my Uber. Can I? I feel like we tried this before. Um, I don't know what my acceptance is on. Because I have combined. Yeah, my combined acceptance is. Let's see if I tap it, if it does anything. So my acceptance rate is 66%, but that's combined between rideshare and Uber Eats. So my Uber Eats would probably be 10, maybe 20%. I don't have it on a lot. When I do, I spend most of it declining when I do get an order. So I might actually take one or two out of every 10 offers sent to me. So, and part of that 66% is rideshare rides that I took a year ago, almost a year ago. Steve, Jim, how's it going? I'm starting to pack my stuff. How we all doing? Half pay is better than no pay. Yes. Don't trust that guy. Which guy? Exactly. That's the same with any gig app because he'll be waiting there for however much longer for another one. Right? I mean, yeah, you can just unassign it, get dinged on your AR or your completion. I don't like just unassigning orders. I save those for orders where, like, if I have a shopping order, they send me a stacked offer and it's the pay's worth it, but then I realize one of the orders only has one item and the other order has the rest, say 24, 27, 33 items, however many. It's like that where's that one item going? And if it's going farther, I'll take the gamble and I'll unassign that one and um, just do the closer one. It might be a bigger order, but I still got to shop it anyway, and I'm dropping that one off first. So the odds, I I really I just I keep saying like odds and take is gig work actually just gambling? Or we? I feel like that's it. We're just gambling with a little bit more physicality. Yeah, a light bulb went on. It does seem an awful lot like gambling. Where are you packing you're packing your stuff? Where are you going to? Root beer, yes. It's the best root beer. The cancellation on a 14.50 offer, the half pay was 12.50. I like those are the moments that I like DoorDash's math on things. They think that $2 base is good, but then on the flip side that they think that half pay on a 14.50 is $12 or 12.50. So sure, sure DoorDash. So is the ding dong. Okay, that comment was actually okay. Um, there's been somebody in wait, Josh. Yeah, no. Yeah, blonde. Yeah, I'll message you about it. No, we've had somebody from New Jersey commenting on the last couple of videos that they are that I'm being like deceptive or something when I say that I do this full time, but I don't even do 100 deliveries on DoorDash in 30 days. And um, one, it's called multi-apping. Two, I like to take a day off. I think that's allowed. I mean, I am my own boss, so there's some days that are just crappy. I mean, you can't take orders that aren't there. And I wouldn't suggest on anybody taking the $2 or $3 offers that I've been getting. So it's all about quantity or quality over quantity, but you gotta have a little bit of quantity in there too. Um, and there really isn't that, not anymore. I need to make some stickers for my Amazon. Start I'm building print on demand stuff. The person maneuver. Oh, Yvonne, I think Michael's okay. I got to keep track of the Michaels because I've got five. Yeah. Now I'm starting to feel like I understand how George Foreman felt naming all of his kid George. Your Namaste one is my favorite. Oh, Namaste here and hide. Yeah, I need to change the top of that sticker just a little bit. Um, Sorry, Michael, my son got excited. Oh, wow. Was there some like aggression going on there? Like you just saw the name Michael and you're like, husband Michael, did you do something to annoy her? I'm joking. I'm joking. It's okay. Um, in all honesty, if we go by golf rules, lowest number wins. Michael's got the best AR out of all of us. Well, thank you. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We got a lot of stuff going on outside of gig work, which is cool because I have not been able to say that for the entire time I've done gig work. Life is just gambling. It is. Are there multiple Michaels in the house? Yes, there are. That there are. Michael says something. LOL. Anything? Blink twice. I'm sorry. I unhid you. Wait, you can unhide people now? No, you can't really. Um, Sigma. Do I play basketball? Once upon a time, I played basketball. I probably could still play if you gave me like 3 weeks. Dust of 30 years of stuff in a closet is not fun. Oh, no, not fun at all. Oh no, did you I don't think I froze. Hopefully. I know you turned him out. I am live, guys, right? Somebody do like some hearts or like those celebration something if I'm live, please. Okay, I'm live. Okay, we're good. Thank you. Um, I don't even know who that is. Instacart, yes. Do I do Instacart? No. Right now, the only thing close in my area, the closest thing in my area is Fred Meyer that's on Instacart. If you get farther into the city, there's more, or farther into Vancouver, there's a lot more. The risk that I run as I get further into Vancouver is I get orders that they want me to go take into Portland, and I don't go to Portland. I will not go to Portland. I don't think you could pay me enough to go to Portland. And that's if there's no traffic. But we're talking Portland, so there's always traffic. I think that's what being an independent contractor means. No days off, slacker. Slacker McFly. How's it going, Scotty? The people who tell you what you're doing are simply called trolls, my brother. I know. I like to give them a little bit of attention, not a lot, because if you give them too much attention, then they stick around, or like they're like a stray cat. But you give them a little bit of attention because honestly, I feel bad for a lot of them because they obviously didn't get any love from mom or dad growing up. And I was told to be nice to the less fortunate. Call out Michael, not hubby Michael, the other Michael. I feel like the Spider-Man meme is like going on right now in chat between all the Michaels. I mean, honestly, they're dumb enough to take it. Let them. That fair point. Corey, how's it going? All of us in the same room with Charlie and Jason. Y'all are screwed with sarcasm. Not yet, too. I didn't say I hi to all. Forgive me. I was cleaning out junk. That's all right. And say we got another one. You're on your way to Van Kit? I don't know where Van Kit is. Do I know? Do you know the Muffin Man? Uh, we're going to be asking each other if we know people that we've never even heard of. Like, no. Take away the wrench and give her a plunger. The best out of all of us, even Warren. Hey, Warren, you got to watch out for. I'm kidding. What's the slow days? Every day, any day that ends with Y. I've actually, I haven't timed somebody out or deleted a message by accident, but I've come darn close a couple times. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I was trying to click on the profile picture so I could go see if that person actually had a channel. I got big thumbs. They need to bring back the count for dislikes. I could see my dislikes, I think. There used to be a way. I haven't looked in probably like a year. Uh, we're looking here. I'm going to try to keep up with chat too. I'm going to try to do two things at once. Victoria, how are you doing? Someone, not me, ruined pictures and important things in closet from installing new water heater. Water heaters have destroyed probably hundreds of millions of people's pictures and important documents over time. Did find a little handmade book. Aww. In Portland, there's no parking, speed bumps everywhere, 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, speed cameras, red light cameras, and did I mention no damn parking? I think that's pretty much every other. That gives me a good politically correct reason to not want to go there. Connie, have a great night. She was 7 when she did that. That's cool. How am I doing it? Even live anywhere near Portland, and I don't want to go. That's why I made the bumper sticker. Portland, come for the rain. Stay because your car was stolen. The Muffin Man lives on Drury Lane. Is he friends with the Pillsbury Doughboy? 3 Michaels in here. There'd be a 4th if I had my Michael Myers mask on. Maybe that's why Orange Michael won't accept my apology. LOL. He doesn't realize I've been talking to him this whole time. I know. Maybe he thinks that you're just like apologizing to your husband because you guys got into an argument in chat, and he's just trying to be polite and stay out of a marital spat. What was I doing? I was looking for likes. That was what I was doing. Engagement, audience. 56% are subscribed, which means 43% are not. We're severely slacking. No, I'm joking. Maybe I can only. Maybe I can only see it on the desktop. I feel like I should be able to see it on. Oh, okay. Um, all right. The video from the other day, the rules are made up and your AR doesn't matter. I was being somewhat kind of sarcastic, partly. It was a play on whose line is it anyway. But that one actually 150 likes and one dislike. It's probably the guy from Jersey. I'm not knocking anybody else from Jersey. I know people from Jersey. They're very nice people. In fact, they moved from New Jersey probably to get away from the person I was just talking about in the chat. Have a good night, Blonde. Scotty says I have almost 5-star rating on Instacart now in New York compared to PA, but DoorDash is bad evenings and good during the days. Yeah, and it's crazy because, like Scotty, I haven't done anywhere near the number of deliveries here as I have in Nebraska. I also didn't get my first contract violation until I'd probably done 8 or 9,000 deliveries. I'd have to go back and look. It was in a video, uh, but like to go thousands of deliveries before you have your first contract violation, and knock on wood, I have not had a contract violation here. They've all been in Nebraska, where people are supposed to be in Nebraska nice. I guess they were being nice by not like robbing me. It just waited until I left and then reported it to DoorDash. So, Jay, why are you warning us that you're the taco truck? You should be warning the people that own the taco truck that you're there. Taquitos, that count? Yes, that counts. Taquitos just sound like a prissy taco. I don't know why, but the name taquito, just for some reason, I think of like a skinny anorexic taco. Don't laugh. You guys watch me. Ryan, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Got on earn by time yesterday on DoorDash. In a short time, I was at 105. Wow. We might have to do a day of community service. It's been so long since I've done it. I haven't. Almost forgot what I called it. God dang it. Crap. Hang on. Okay. I want to make a Chipotle sticker, and I keep forgetting. So I had to write it down, or I had to type it. No, a guy who went to Washington this past week, he said you have to get on the interstate to go anywhere, whatever he meant by. Depends what part of the state you're in. If you're delivering in the Seattle area, that's probably what he meant. Because you have I-5, the 205, the 405. Uh, You got interstates on top of interstates on top of uh, side streets on top of it's insane. It is insane. But like, I don't even know how it's comfortable. You have people living on top of people who are living on top of people who are living on top of people, and it just doesn't seem comfortable. It almost doesn't even sound pleasant enough to visit. Thanks, Jason. Green Michael and Orange Michael. Power Rangers, Michael edition. Nana, how are you doing tonight? Partly sarcastic, you? Really? Did get a haircut today. Yeah, I got a. Oh, snap. I thought they were getting pulled over. I've been like, hey guys, we're flipping the camera around if you want to watch somebody get pulled over. But he hit the lights and he is gone. Three Michaels, two Yvonnes, and one sarcastic guy named Jason. Michael says I can't keep track unicorn. Exactly. See, you're not even looking. Oh, looking at what? I'm looking at chat. There was another cop that just pulled back in with his lights on and went over to Wendy's or Red Robin or uh, Panda, not so express. Only one Princess Mel's. Yes. Only one's for Charles. Just drove by, honked, and waved out the window. You mean you just left Walmart? This is a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to keep your parents out of Walmart. They still try to rob you, they just do not do it in person. What's going on, Cap? How are you doing? Skinny taco. Or an anorexic burrito. So in the corner watching and playing Fortnite and watching a killer thunderstorm outside my window. How are you paying attention to anything, Michael? Had a real good earn by time, but I'm not sure if it's because it was still snowy that day. It's hit or miss. I've had good days on per offer. I've had good days on earned by time. Days that have started out really crappy. I'll in the past I'd end my dash, switch over to earn by time when I was platinum and I could do that. And It would be it would be a whole lot better. I don't really done earn my time much. Why did I stop? I think I took a break because on earn my time because I kept getting Napa Auto Parts orders, and it would be they already don't pay enough when you do it per order, uh, per offer per order. Doing it on earn by time isn't any better. You're gonna get like half the pay, and they want you to take an order like 15 miles, 20 miles. I think one of them they sent me that I laughed at was 23 miles, and I just looked at that area on the map, and I'm like, I don't even think I'm gonna have cell service out there, and you're gonna pay me what, like on earn by time? It's gonna be like maybe $10. No. Aren't you glad to see me? Eric, how's it going? Power Rangers. Can tell I was a '90s kid. Ada, what's going on? How you doing? Aaron, what's up? I have found myself doing other gig apps. Finally pays the bills. It does. I'll still have a good day here and there on DoorDash and that. So yeah, multi-apping is where it's at today. Or what was it? Sunday? Sunday was a solid day on DoorDash. Today was not. I turned Spark on as well. Got a $65. No, granted, the miles weren't great. I knocked it out. I completed the whole thing in 40 miles, but it was like 65 bucks, 65, $66 for 40 miles. I think it said 44, but I looked at it and like, we can shave a couple miles off, and we end up shaving a few. So Spark came in. I mean, 65 bucks in 2 hours, even 40 miles, even 45 miles. Come on. I could sit here for the next 6 or 7 hours trying to make 65 bucks. Or I could just take one order and know that I'm going to make 65 bucks in the next 2 hours and then still have a chance to make something else. Formally, Yvonne says, ooh. Eric says, go Cowboys. I'm ready for some football, guys. Can't ask you to behave. That wouldn't be advised. I wouldn't listen anyway. Um, I behave when I have to. Whole other reason of not working a W-2 because I'd have to behave a lot more. And my mouth, I would be I would be a frequent flyer in HR probably. Grace, how's it going? Let me see. Well, thank you. I have to screenshot that. What, who, where? Other Michael. Sorry, I'm still back on George Foreman. George, you're in trouble. Clean your room. No, not you, George. The other George. No, not that George. The other George. Damn, it's nice to see how far behind I am. Um, uh, Way far behind. No, I'm not. I like the nap orders here on per offer, but earn by times way less. Nap orders I've seen here are closer than food orders I get. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd rather do a Napa order. I've done a couple where I think one they paid me like $22. I think it was going like 15 miles. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was going to another Napa, and I figured, okay. I saw in that little area, I'm like, there's a Napa, there's a McDonald's, there's like four other restaurants, fast food places, not Jack in the Box or Hardee's or whatever. Um, there was a safe or yeah, there was a Safeway. So I'm like, there's a bunch of opportunities right there. So I took it, and it worked out because I took that offer. I drop it off. I leave Napa. I am walking out of Napa. I pull my keys out to get back into my car, and then my phone goes ding, 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 and I look, and it's a Napa order taking me back here. I'm like, okay, cool. Uh, I just got paid to do a round trip Napa order. Here, drop off there, pick up there, bring it back here. I should have won and bought a Powerball ticket, but I figured I'd use most of my luck on that happening. 6:49 for science, 5 minutes. We're not too. That's not bad. New Jersey elections are coming up in November. How to know who supports gig workers? Um, I'm trying not to give a sarcastic response here. Steve would probably be the one to ask, right? Share rodeo. Steve would be the one to ask because my response would be that no politician gives a rip about any gig worker unless it means more votes for them. Michael says my nap orders go right to Firestone most of the time. Hmm. Yeah, definitely got to stay multi. You have to stay alive. We have all been there. It's okay. Can you just help me? I'm not getting any orders. I'm losing hope. Um, if you're not getting anything, pause the app. Pause the app. Get out of your car. Walk around the block. Walk around the parking lot, wherever you're at. Just take a little break. And I do that. I have to do that because it drains you mentally so quickly when you're sitting in here and you're either getting really terrible offers that you're like, no, I'm not doing that, um, or you're just not getting any offers. Pause the app for like 5 minutes. Get out of your car, take a deep breath, take a little walk. Think about anything other than the app, and then resume the app. But yeah, we have all been there. Sunday, I was out for an hour and a half. I got 0 offers for an hour and a half. The next 4 hours and 20 minutes, I made $103. Uh, Warren likes stacked Best Buy orders, delivering iPads on 2 separate orders to the same house and bumping into another Dasher doing the same but questioning that is above my pay grade. No, it makes you double check your bank account and that your identity hasn't been taken. Multi-apping doesn't work for me. Then you might need to try a different time of the day. Some days, some days of the week in some markets just are always bad. In Nebraska, that was, well, in many markets, that's Tuesdays. Uh, Steelers into house. So are you guys going 9-8 this year, or are you going 9-8 this year? From Seattle to Dutch Harbor. Nice. Eric, what's going on? Mary, how are you doing? Megan, how are you? Just confirming, Charlie, this is Michael, Yvonne's husband. I finally figured out how to change my YouTube handle. Sweet! It's still showing, it might show updated on yours, but it's not showing updated on mine. It'll probably take effect next stream. Go Bad News Bears, and yes, we tied a preseason game, 5-17. Here we come. Oh, 102 in 6 hours, 50 miles, pretty good for the sticks. Nice. I felt like you copied my day from Sunday. Ellen, it's all right. How was work? By the way, thank you for the 100. I'm still learning all of the little. Is it jewels or gems or whatever the heck they are? Am I dashing now or just chilling in the car? I'm just chilling in the car. Easy to customer. Live streaming from the driveway of the customer whose chihuahua bit me. It's not a bad idea. Someone tell me what I gotta do. Well, part of your problem is a population in a town of 30,000 people. Uh, that's problem number one. So you're going to have to go out every day for a week, maybe 2 weeks. This is what I would do. I would go out and I I would start at like 7 in the morning and go until like 10 o'clock at night for 1 week. Just go out there. What times are busy? What times are not busy? Most of the I'm gonna say I'm willing to say that your busiest is probably gonna be between like 10:30 and 1 and between 4:30 and 7 as far as food orders. If you do shopping orders, like if you're in the shopping program on DoorDash, then you might get an occasional shopping order in the afternoon. But being in a town with the population that small, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Because if you go back and you look at my videos, what I made in while I was in Nebraska, I was in Lincoln, and that is about 300,000 people. So it's a numbers game. That's what it comes down to. It's what DoorDash does, what the gig apps are all about. It's a numbers game. And sometimes, and that's the problem that I have with DoorDash is they want to get into every little tiny market, and it's not sustainable. It's not. It might be sustainable for maybe one or two people, but if you look at the number of people that are doing gig work, and then you look at your town's population, you'll learn a lot. Or some gig apps logos a company. I don't. I guess I'm not either reading it right or cops are on the way. Oh, they're busy. They're over at either Wendy's or Red Robin or Panda Express. Probably Panda Express. Somebody probably lost, just went postal after waiting too long. Not everyone lives in a profitable zone. Exactly. It's just kind of how it's part of life. Try to think of a nice way to say it, but just, they were already circling. How do you think of delivering 4 sets of tires? Some app can do that kind of stuff. At some point, we're going to have an app where if you somebody will go to the bathroom and for you. They'll eat your dinner and go to the bathroom for you, so you can free up that time as well to do more important things like ignoring your children, playing Candy Crush, order DoorDash that you don't like. Not haven't seen an advanced auto parts offer in probably 6 months. I haven't had one since Nebraska. No, I think they've consolidated a bit though, Warren, because there's still one, two, three, three or four in Lincoln. I can't say that I've seen one or that's O'Reilly's. I think that's O'Reilly's. Yeah, I think we have an O'Reilly's here, not at Advanced Auto. 8.45 hours made 112, says Mary. Nice. Uh, Maybe that's why. Wait. Did did they go out of business? I gotta look it up. Yeah, they're restructuring. That's what happened. Company is closing over 700 stores though, or has closed over 700. That is a lot of stores. Holy crap. Well, Christian, you might travel around for the summer, work in different areas. Like that's a nice thing about these apps. You can pretty much do them almost anywhere. If it's slow for me, I usually go home. Yeah, and like lately, I've been like working on sticker designs and designs for decals and all of that. Like if it's slow and I'm just sitting here, like I'm staying busy doing something. You don't get Blockbuster orders? What about Planet Hollywood or Hollywood Video? Blockbuster orders would be sweet. They would be. I, you can do whatever works for you. Play around with your AR. The only way to get it up is to take bad orders. Yvonne, I'm going to pretend that I forgot what I said. What did I say? And keep track when you're at a restaurant. Figure out who the other dashers are, who the other people are picking up orders. You'll learn pretty quick. Because then if you decide, hey, I dropped this order off, I'm gonna go over to this area because there's a bunch of restaurants, and you pull in and you start seeing one, two, three, four, five other DoorDash drivers or gig workers all sitting in their car waiting to get an order. That's probably not an area you want to sit at anyway, because you're competing with all those other dashers who are sitting in the exact same area. There are very few markets I feel that where AR actually matters. The and it comes down to probably literally a handful of places. Ryan's zone. He's in California. He's in actually a very, very good zone. Warren is outside of Portland, far enough outside of Portland he doesn't have to claim it. But do I do Uber? Rideshare? I pretty much save for football season. Best times to observe is dinner to midnight. Then I would grind the heck out of dinner to midnight. Do that 4 or 5 nights a week. Find an app that works more during the day. Zone is 60K people, but desolate, no surrounding zones. That doesn't sound fun at all. We got Old Man Rogers as QB, so I'm realistic. Tomlin may have his first losing season this year. Oh, my 9-8 comment. Never mind. I got it. I got it. Still a winning season. Hey, all you need is a better winning record than the Jets had with Aaron Rodgers, and then you'll be okay. But you're 9-8. Annoy the Donkey says, start your own gig. I worked Uber, DoorDash, or DoorDash, Uber. I had a bit of a dyslexic moment there. Till I got my cannabis delivery service going. I encourage everyone to start their own business. That's a great point because we're all basically our own business already. So do whatever you guys need to legally, morally, ethically, um, to make your money and do it. Do something you enjoy doing. If you enjoy driving around all day, start a delivery business. Um, or a I don't know. You could drive somebody's you know overpriced poodle around. Some rich person has probably paid some Uber driver just to drive their dog around. My AR was around 80. My phone was having a seizure from all the other orders. Millions of people planted in my mind that AR doesn't matter, so I started declining my way down to 20. I mean, I don't know how long that took. It could be your AR. It could be 5,000 other factors combined. Your market could have just turned to crap. Your market could be really oversaturated. I think we like to try to figure out why the apps are the way they are and why orders are bad or, you know, there's so many factors at play that it's not just I don't it's not just one thing. It can't be just one thing. The only way it's one thing is if you say it's DoorDash as a whole. Which I mean, I guess you could say that, but having a bad day doesn't just come down to one reason. Adam, sometimes people just like to spend money without a thought in the world. I'm too broke to be one of those people, but I hear it's nice. There's some rural towns like Estacada, Sandy, and Malala where I can't imagine there's enough work for one dasher. I'll bet someone is sitting at home just letting the app run 24/7. Probably. I mean, some of those markets, some of those zones, it's rural. And that's saying something from somebody that came from Nebraska. I saw DoorDash popping up some zones that I'm like, 90% of that zone is farm field. We're talking corn and soybean crops. Like, there's no streets, there's no houses. There's no businesses. Unless I'm delivering to the children of the corn, you got like maybe 20 households in that area, and you think it's a good idea to put a zone and offer your service. Okay, zones with high volume and nonstop offers AR is less important. That is an excellent point, Ryan. Do I do Uber or Grubhub? I don't do Grubhub. Uber Eats on occasion. Thought Advanced Auto went bankrupt. They closed a big one there. I remember hearing something about them closing stores. I don't. They said they were like borderline, but I think they figured out how to restructure without going bankrupt, which is good because I actually like Advanced Auto. Prices are good. They're even better 'cause when you can order it online, and you can pick it up at the store an hour later. Advanced Auto Parts is going down fast. I work there part time and I'm about to leave. Ugh. I There's one in Lincoln that I think does the best because and the reason why is because the building that they share that they're in, they actually share half the building with a Brakes Plus company or Brakes Plus location. So they actually have a window in the wall that separates Brakes Plus from Advanced Auto, so they get all of their parts from Advanced. There's an opportunity for somebody out there. Own the auto parts store and the shop, just attach the two. I'm guessing all the people that told me AR don't matter are probably like NYC or something. Most of the people, for me, AR doesn't matter because I don't let it matter. I use multiple apps. But yes, there are many people out there that when they say that AR matters or AR doesn't matter, whatever their reasoning behind it, it is a personal reason from personal experience. And as such, I don't tell other people that they need to do things a certain way. You need to figure out what works for you. I can help you with that. I can come up with many ideas on things to try and things not to try, but I'm not going to be your teacher, your coach, or your drill sergeant and talk down to you and yell at you and tell you that you're doing crap wrong. I'm going to say, as you come here and go, I need help. I need, I don't know what's going on. Do something different. If you're trying something and it's not working, try something different or try it a different way, which is why I'm saying maybe try getting your AR up. Maybe try driving a different time of the day. You'll figure out days that are busy. You'll figure out days that it seems like every Tuesday is dead. You don't make anything, or you're out for 4 hours and you made $15. You learn that maybe I just should not work Tuesdays. I'll go do something else on Tuesdays. Maybe I'll try a different app on Tuesdays. It's all trial and error, and every single one of us has to go out and do that for ourselves because every single one of us is in a different market. And even us that are in the same market have very, very different experiences. Jason, you made over 150. Yeah, they close about 700 locations. Start your own companies, everyone. Courier services are where the sweet spot is. Courier services, last mile freight. Um, your car's crying. Good thing it's an Acura. XO says pre-recorded. Well, I can tell you to pre-record something, but we like to kind of stay family friendly around here. Michael says keeping my mouth shut on this subject. I'm thinking AR matters in low populated areas. Yeah, it's about supply and demand. You could have a massive supply of drivers like you do in most small markets, but if you don't have the demand of people ordering, and I guarantee you probably have some markets out there where you actually have more dashers than you do customers. Pretty sure he's live. Pretty sure I am. And if it's not showing that I'm live, then you may want to tap the little corner and skip to live because apparently somebody needed a lesson on how to skip to live and on YouTube. I think being in a desolate zone's good. Not ready not going real far for deliveries. I am way behind. I'm trying to get caught up because we're coming up to that time again. Started piggyback ride business. I'm no longer welcome at schools or playgrounds, says Ryan. Better watch out. There's only a few places left that he can go. Senior citizens, you're up next. You all got a prima donna for a QB, Aaron Rodgers. Really need to hit dash harder so I can pivot into a business I want. Just do it. Just do it. And there's no try, Michael. There's no try. There's just do. If it doesn't work out, then you can go, well, okay, that didn't work out. I try things that I'm curious about. I do things that interest me. Starting a business interests me, so I keep starting businesses. If they work out, they work out. If they don't, they don't. But I'm one of those. I'm never gonna stop doing it. That sounded terrible. Um, I'm never going to stop starting businesses or putting time and effort and energy into ideas. I'm used to not being seen anyway, unicorn. Don't feel bad. Customer put in the wrong address, but the new address is a better location and he tipped 20 cash. Oh, see that now you need to take part of that and go buy a Powerball ticket. They added a lot of zones outside of Spokane and the farther out cities. Jesus. Capt, always good to see you. Um, okay, my phone's not cooperating. Need to know how to justify HD order by weight or by pallet for 5 miles from the store. Um, Comes down to what you think your time is worth. Um, every order is different. I mean, something like that, I would have to know all the specifics and actually see what I'm or have an idea anyway of what I'm would be picking up. Same here in Pueblo. Paul, how's it going? Gives Sports Windows a whole new meaning. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could start an auto repair shop and a parts store together. Only have to pay one rent, or you just buy the building and divide the two. Nobody thinks you're cool. Compensation is ridiculous. Appreciate that, Ryan. Mary, have a good night. Yeah, we should probably get ready to head out ourselves. Could you imagine John Taffer or Gordon Ramsay as a DoorDash coach? I want them both. You tell me I'm an idiot, Sam. I would like to see Undercover Boss come back and Tony have to go through actual DoorDash training with a DoorDasher. And I would be that dasher. All the things that I would say if I had Tony in my car. I might not be on the DoorDash app afterwards, but I'd feel a whole lot better. Michael, have a good night. Um, so there's just so many factors I'm still learning. Just starting doing gig work 2 weeks ago. Came out of a factory doing hard labor, 12-hour shift, never again. Yeah, it's and you're not going to learn it in 2 weeks or a month. I mean, it's gonna take time. Each app is going to take time, but figuring out your zone. And I know what I'm saying probably sounds like stupid easy, but I've also been doing this we're going on 10 years. So I do not know everything. Between most of us in chat, we can answer most questions. Actually, out of everybody in chat, I don't know if I would say I would say ask any of them for advice. I'll put it that way. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. There's a lot of people that apparently love not working. Does anybody work in a Tesla? Nah, I got a Toyota. I just want to send Tony a McDonald's into a McDonald's and watch him get ignored for 7 minutes. Yes, I would love that too. I would pay to watch that. They say all the HQ people have to put in the actual time dashing. I don't believe it. Well, I do believe it. And here's why I believe it. Because the location of their offices, how many other multi-million and billion-dollar companies are around there in which order DoorDash, order through DoorDash, and tip handsomely? Born again, how's it going? Carl Young, how's it going? It's dark out here on the east. Yep, we are on the West Coast. Actually, just getting ready to go get some dinner. So yes, I think that people that work at DoorDash HQ actually do go out and try it, but they're not delivering in any zone that we're delivering in. You get out in Silicon Valley and San Francisco, you get out in that area where you got all those tech companies and gig companies and multi-million, billion-dollar companies. They probably just go outside of DoorDash HQ and turn the app on and go, oh, I'll take this order, and I'll take this order, and I'll take this order. Oh, and they're probably getting compensated hourly while they're doing it. So they don't have an actual grasp on what that order's worth. But I could go into a whole other spiel about that. I'm just not going to tonight. Christian, if it doesn't work out, keep trying other things. Find something that you love doing that you can make money at, and do it. How's Carl's day been? Lazoli, order 66. Cool. You guys, I'm gonna jump off here because it is 7. Actually, it's after 7:30, and I'm hungry. Forgot to eat earlier. So I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out the last hour and a half, and those that just joined. We'll be back next Tuesday, like always. Be safe. Watch out for crazy people. They're everywhere. You guys know that you're talking to one. We'll see you guys.